3 left and short. Rebound, Evan Patty's got it under the basket. Power dribble once, twice. Goes up off the window, and it's up and good. Offensive rebound. Evan Patty with the bucket. And the Buffs now on a 12-0 run. Throws it up. Shot blocked from behind by Kempnong to Barthélemy. Right side. Patty open for three. Right between the eyes from downtown. Oh, they're called Patty in Vegas.
Well, I think you remember that guy, Evan Batty, one of the greats in Colorado history. He's now one of the members of the new Team Colorado for the basketball tournament. Back here on the Buffalo Stampede, voice of the bus, Mark Johnson, Director of Player Development, Jack Ruebesam, and the head coach of the TBT team for Colorado. Kind of exciting. I mean, fans who remember a few years ago, and you can remember exactly what it was. The Buffs went to the championship game of this event.
2016.
2016.
2016,
right. And that COVID got in this whole thing, and it got messed up. But for the first time in, what is it, 3 or 4 years now, the Buffs have got a team?
Yeah, last time we did it, Nate Tomlinson coached in 2019. I was fortunate to be his assistant then, so really excited to take the reins with this. And TBT for us is huge, a huge culture builder, right? Get these guys back on campus, get them around our current guys, and it's the best way to show our current guys what it means to be a Buff. All these guys that are playing bleed black and gold, so just to get them on campus is huge for us.
What was the emphasis or the genesis to get this thing rolling again? Were you the guy behind, or you or Evan, or what?
So me and Josh Repine, Josh has kind of been the GM the last couple of years. You know, we talked about it early in the preseason, like, hey, you know, Coach Boyles thinks it's time to get this TBT thing going. We're all on board, and then I hit up Evan, as you know with Ev, right? Ev kind of gets the ball rolling with everything. He started group messages. We have 9 commitments so far, more than any other team. So,
awesome. Awesome. Tell us who's on the team now, along with Evan. Who else we got?
So we got Evan Batty, obviously. We've got Dallas Walton. We've got Lucas Seaworts. We've got George King, Trey Fletcher, Deshaun Schwartz. And then our 2 point guards right now are Shannon Sharp and then Dom Collier. So
Shannon's still playing?
Shannon's playing, man. Shannon's playing. So he's kind of the OG on the team right now for us. But we've got 1 or 2 roster spots left, so we might have some surprises coming down the pipe.
You got some, and that's pretty good. I'm thinking you got bigs, plenty of bigs there. Evan and Dallas and Lucas coming back. You got some nice wings there with George, Deshaun, and point guards. Crafted this roster pretty nicely. Trying
to. I really like our versatility, to be honest with you. I think, and the biggest thing with TBT and these alumni teams is no egos, right? And all these guys are such high character guys. They want to be back in the black and gold, so no egos, and the versatility gives us a lot of different things we can do.
I'm just thinking there's a few guys we haven't heard from for a while there. How about Lucas? Where's he at right now? What's he been
Lucas is playing in Brazil. So he's playing in the top league in Brazil, putting up good numbers back home, so it's been good for him.
All right. Well, how about Shannon? What's he been doing?
Shannon is kind of all over the place. Shannon has built a big training company in California. Built like that training. He's an assistant coach at Corona Centennial High School. And then he's doing the Drew League, doing kind of semi-pro stuff. But Shannon, and I hope he doesn't take offense, Shannon's a better player now than he was when he was at CU. I think he'll admit to that, but hopefully he doesn't take offense to that.
Well, he was a great athlete when he was here.
He's a better player.
So he's a better player. So when does this whole thing, you guys have a little training camp, when does the whole thing start?
Yeah, and I kind of want to expand that this year. I want to really make it, we have our reunion in the fall for men's basketball. I want to turn TBT into almost a reunion too. So, you know, donations from donors help us get us off the ground. I want to have a dinner with us and the team, but we'll have training camp here in mid-July, get everyone back on campus. Our guys will still be here so we can get up and down with them. We can practice and really prepare for that first regional weekend.
When does the tournament actually begin then?
So the TBT does 2 regional weekends. They have sites all over the country now. In years past, we played in Wichita. So there's tournaments sites in Louisville and New York. They played at Rucker Park recently in the last year. They haven't announced which regional sites are which weekend yet, but it'll be mid-July when we get everyone back.
And by the time it all wraps up, we're talking into August then?
Last weekend of July. I think July 30th is the championship game this year.
Championship game. And of course, there's a little bit of money on the line for this whole deal, right?
There is. Winner take all. So we got to win 6 games just like the NCAA tournament and get to the championship game in Philly.
So you make the phone call to Evan Batty. How long until he said, let's do it?
2 seconds. I knew Evan was in. That's why I started with Ev. I knew Ev was in right when we started, and I was like, you know, this is kind of who I'm thinking, Deshaun, Jariah, and he's like, done. Let me start a group message right now.
Now for you, you're a guy that you were here as a manager. You've come back now, you're on the staff, you want to be a coach, you want to be a head coach down there. It's going to be a lot of fun for you, I'm thinking.
I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome to be back here. It's kind of been full circle to be on coach's staff here, but I was going to coach it in 2020 when COVID hit, and we didn't get the chance to do that. But, you know, using my experience assistant elsewhere and then now being on staff here and the relationships I've built with the guys, I think it's a good fit.
You know, it really does. You talked about showing the current players the culture. It does speak to all the guys, when you ran down that
Yep.
roster, all those guys coming back, how much they love being a Colorado Buffalo.
No question. That's what TBT is all about. Like, it's getting guys back together. It is coming together with our group, showing them what it means to be a Colorado Buffalo, and then going out and competing again together as Buffs, right? As forever Buffs together. Everyone associated with the roster is a Buff. Everyone associated with the staff is a Buff. So it's all Team Colorado.
You know, as you mentioned, you can donate and be part of this whole thing. Where can we send people to get information about this?
Yep, the best place to get information is to go follow our Twitter. It's Team Colorado TBT. And then all of the updates will be on the tournament website, the TBT tournament. If you Google it, all the updates, everything will be there as well.
All right, there he is. That's the head coach right there, Zach Ruebesam, getting ready for the basketball tournament, the TBT. For the Colorado Buffaloes coming up next year in the Stampede. We're talking football. We're going to chat with defensive ends coach from Prime Staff, Nick Williams.